You may be thinking that high blood sugar is caused just by eating a super sugary dessert, but it's not really as simple as that. Sure, eating a lot of sugar or carbs can elevate your blood sugar level, but that's typically when your pancreas kicks into gear and creates insulin to move that glucose into cells throughout the body. But when someone has diabetes, this finely tuned system gets thrown out of whack. In type 2 diabetes, which accounts for 90% to 95% of diabetes in adults, the body either can't make enough insulin or can't utilize insulin well, according to the NIDDK. If someone has prediabetes, their blood glucose will be higher than normal but not quite in the type 2 diabetic range yet, per the NIDDK. And in type 1 diabetes, the body does not make insulin or makes very little. In any case, the result is extra sugar hanging around the bloodstream, making you feel like total crap in the short term and putting your health at risk in the long term. High blood sugar symptoms. Someone who has been diagnosed with diabetes will be familiar with how it feels to have high blood sugar. They can also keep tabs on their blood sugar by testing it regularly. But for the millions of people walking around with diabetes or prediabetes and unaware of it, knowing the signs of high blood sugar could prompt them to seek care and get a diagnosis as soon as possible. While type 1 diabetes symptoms can come on suddenly and severely, it's important to note that type 2 diabetes symptoms can creep up gradually and be so mild that they're not noticeable, the NIDDK explains. And most people with prediabetes actually have no symptoms, per the NIDDK. So it's extremely important to get screened if you have risk factors, like having a family history, being overweight, being inactive, or being over age 45. Still, there are many signs of high blood sugar in the short and long term that it doesn't hurt to be conscious of, especially if you are at elevated risk. Early on, high blood sugar can make you feel off in a variety of ways. 1. Fatigue. Feeling tired may be the most common early sign of high blood sugar, Dr. Hatipoglu says. It's also one that can occur, to a mild degree, with even the mild and normal blood sugar fluctuations that occur in people without diabetes or with prediabetes when they consume a large amount of simple carbs, like sugar, she says. Of course, tiredness is a pretty non-specific symptom and can even be a sign of low blood sugar, as Dr. Adamulam points out. If you notice fatigue regularly occurring right after you eat though, especially a carb-heavy meal, it may have to do with rising blood sugar levels. People will say, I want a nap after lunch, or I just cannot open my eyelids after dinner, often after eating something like a lot of pasta or potatoes or sweets. Dr. Hatipoglu says. In any case, it's a sign to see someone. 2. Frequent urination. When you have too much sugar in your blood, your kidneys start trying to pour out more sugar to get rid of it. And as they excrete the sugar, they pull out water with it, Dr. Hatipoglu explains. This makes you have to visit the bathroom more than usual. 3. Increased thirst. This is a natural effect of peeing more, Dr. Adamulam explains, because your body becomes dehydrated. People start feeling thirsty all the time, Dr. Hatipoglu says. The dehydration also becomes cyclical, the Mayo Clinic explains. The more you pee, the thirstier you are, the more you drink, the more you pee, and so on. 4. Headaches. Dehydration from any cause can trigger headaches, Dr. Hatipoglu says. Of course, headaches can be a sign of many different things, but it's worth getting checked out if it's something new or coupled with other symptoms here. The dehydration can also worsen your tiredness, by the way. 5. Blurred vision. When there is excess sugar in the blood, it can affect some unexpected areas in the body, like your eyes. Essentially, extra sugar, along with a little water, gets trapped in the lens in the middle of the eye, causing a blurred effect, Dr. Hatipoglu explains. This is temporary, and not the same as the damage to the eye that can occur in the long term.